Hey guys, welcome back to our ultraviolet run. After defeating that gauntlet, we're gonna grab our catch on Route 3 here. We do manage to get a Jigglypuff, so hopefully we don't do too much damage to it because it is level 3. And most of our Pokemon are a bit strong at this point. Our Pikachu is gonna fall asleep, so we're gonna just try and throw a Pokeball at it instead of wasting a bunch of turns. It is level 3, so its catch rate is probably pretty low, and we got it. So we got some status ailments, so I'm gonna go heal them right after I grab this hidden item. I believe Prison Berry heals confusion? Not 100% sure. But check out Jigglypuff real fast. I believe she only has Sing. Yeah, she's only level 3, so we're gonna have to give her quite a bit of XP. Accuracy is only 55%, so it's not super reliable. But anything at this point is gonna, you know, give her a good couple levels. Not a couple levels, but, you know, any amount of XP would be really good at this point. So we're also going to get a catch in Mount Moon. We're going to head over here to catch this item, and we're going to find a Geodude. Geodude is going to be pretty good for Lieutenant Surge, so that's pretty solid. So I try and put it to sleep here. Luckily, Geodude didn't throw out any attacks that deal damage. So I shouldn't have done that, so we're just going to switch to Pikachu. The level difference here is pretty high, so I should be able to... He shouldn't be able to do a bunch of damage to me. I'm not doing a bunch of damage to him because he's strong against normal type moves, and he just defends Curl there, so... We're just going to chip away at him until he gets to red health. And we got him paralyzed, so it works out. Some of his moves are just going to be cancelled. Mud Sport only works once. It is a stage affecting move, kind of like a Blizzard. And I think it's Rain Dance. Once it's affected the board once, it just maintains until it leaves. Not that it leaves, but its effect wears off. I think Mud Sport is one of the ones that doesn't naturally leave. So we should get it to red health on this hit. Yeah, we did. And we're gonna go ahead and throw a Pokeball at it. We only have 3 left, but we don't have too many zones coming up. So we got the Geodude. So that's going to be good. We're going to have to get it to 25-ish before Surge. So luckily we didn't get this Zubat, because I literally don't know what to do with a Zubat. we're not allowed to run away from the Zubat, apparently. And Jigglypuff's gonna take a hit. Leech Life doesn't do a lot of damage, like, inherently. So, it's not too big a deal. I mean, 6 damage is a lot to our Jigglypuff, who only has 20 health. So, we're gonna switch out and just kill the Zubat for wasting 2 of our turns. I'm gonna be grinding some XP through this, through Mount Moon. I'm not gonna go and pick up all the items on all the floors. I'm just gonna kind of get the surface level items, like the rare candy and the escape rope, and then I'm gonna head down to the progression path to fight Team Rocket and get our fossils. Another change in Ultraviolet compared to Leaf Green or Fire Red. When you get to the fossils, you can take both of them, and other choices like Mega Punch, Mega Kick, and Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, there's just no choice, you just get to get both of them. So, they don't want you to have to jump through hoops to get all these Pokemon that you wouldn't normally be able to get. We run into another Zubat. We're just gonna grind out Zubats for XP because we need Pikachu to get relatively high to beat Misty, and we want to level out our Jigglypuff. Mount Moon shouldn't cause us too many problems because we do have the Machamp, or Machop. So all the Rock-type Pokemon we're going to be able to hit with a Fighting move, and all of the Zubats we're going to be able to hit with a Thunder move. I think there's also a chance to get Clefairy and Parasect. Those aren't going to be problems either, because Machop will be able to use a Fighting move against it, and Pidgey will be able to use a flying attack against the Parasect, which is an insect, I believe. We get Jigglypuff up to level 5 here. And we're gonna grab this item. It's a Paralyze Heal. It's going to be super crucial, but I can't quite remember what all the items are, I just remember all their placements. So if I get all of them, then I don't miss any of them, essentially. It's also still good to have it. We might need it in some crucial spot, and we're not going to be able to buy it, so... we unfortunately get poisoned by this Bug Catcher's Weedle. In Mount Moon, there are 4 types of trainers. It's going to be hikers, bug catchers, lasses, and nerds? I think that's what they're called. I think there's also youngsters. Yeah, there's 1 youngster in Mount Moon. And then there's obviously Team Rocket. Yeah, we're just gonna take this time to get free XP off of the Kakuna. Get Jigglypuff up to 7. She's grinding up really fast like I thought she would. It's really not that hard to grind a Pokemon. Oh, so we do have poison. We just have to count our steps here. Pidgey has 28 health. We're gonna make it to the Pokemon Center, no problem. We're not that far. I believe that is the only bug catcher in the area, so we shouldn't have to worry about Poison Sting again. So this last has a Mono Clefairy, that's level 14. It's pretty high, considering where we're at right now, but because it's only one Pokemon, it's supposed to be fine. She's gonna throw out a Sing and unfortunately put our Machop to sleep, which is the only one that's gonna be super effective against Clefairy. So we're just gonna have to try and wait it out. A double slap's gonna critical us and hit 5 times. That was almost half of our life. Luckily she missed with the second one. Yeah, we're not gonna wake up anytime soon. This is the fucking best. Yeah, this isn't good. Another one of those will kill us. I'm gonna switch out to Pikachu. Just try and shock her. Doesn't do a great amount of damage, unfortunately. We got a critical though, so we should be able to get her in for A, but we got that critical. I don't do too many more hits. Oh, this Clefairy is giving me problems right now. I think she's gotten a critical on all but one double slap. It's gross. We're able to quick attack her out right now. Pidgey too fast. So everybody gets experience. So we're gonna go full healer team after that beating. And that should be the last trip we have to make. I think it's just Hiker and youngsters on this floor now. If I could get in there. And youngsters and hikers are just gonna have normal and rock type Pokemon, and Machop's gonna just wreck them. Not too sure how heavy Geodudes are. I'm just doing Karate Chop because it's safer, but it could be that they're heavy enough to effectively use the low kick. But I'm not gonna check it. If we could get a move with Jigglypuff that does damage, she's on the same level as the people or the Pokemon in this cave right now, so she would be able to hold her own if she could do damage. But right now I believe, oh, there is a nerd on this, I believe these trainers are called nerds. actually don't remember what type of Pokemon they have. Maybe they have Mucks? I don't know. I think the one at the end before the fossil has a Muck. Maybe he has electric type Pokemon? Yeah, Super Nerds. Man, I was right. No, Magnemite. Yeah, electric type Pokemon. So, I don't have a Pokemon that is strong against electricity. I have one that essentially won't take damage. Geodude won't take any damage from electric type Pokemon. But he is a bit underleveled. And we did get confused, so we're just gonna spend like 8 turns hitting ourselves in the face. But we do have Mud Sport, so even though he's lowering our special defense, we'll be able to neutralize the electricity. Oh yeah, so I was right. The berry is for confusion. Oh, we do like no damage to Magnemite though. That's not optimal. Because he can just, I mean he can't, I believe that Trainer AI won't throw out like bad moves. So we're just gonna see if Machop can do any better. Sure. I guess fighting is super effective against Steel. I don't know if Steel was implemented in the Game Boy Advance version. It might have been. It might just be against Electric type. So I'm gonna see what happens against this Voltorb. Unless Voltorb is also Electric Steel or Thunder Steel. It wasn't super effective, but we did one-shot him, so that's fine. Grab the rare candy. Just gonna sit on it for a bit. A lot of people kind of hoard them until the end of the game, but I just use them when I would have to grind. And instead, like, use 1 or 2 just to mitigate the grinding, especially since I'm recording this. So if I have to grind Pikachu, like, 2 levels after the gauntlet, then I might just grind 1 level and use a rare candy. So we got Jigglypuff to 9, and now we have Pound. Jigglypuff will be able to do damage now, if we can put somebody to sleep, and then just lay the Pound on him. This is another bug catcher. Okay, so we might get poisoned again. I have to run back, but the first Pokemon is a Caterpie, so I don't have to worry about the free attack that I'm gonna get. And if he does go to switch to a Weedle, I can just keep Pidgey out and then just beat him to the attack. There's a Metapod though, which means it's free XP for Pikachu. Should have also thrown out Jigglypuff, but I don't really need to level her at all. She's just going to be a good utility Pokemon for probably the rival fights. All of the archetypal trainers that we're going to fight, we're not going to have to worry too much about. We had a super effective critical, not that we needed it. I'm gonna grab this item here. This is escape rope, so if we end up getting too deep, we'll be able to get out of here. So I'm gonna beat up the Zubat, and then I'm gonna try and fight this trainer to the left of us. It should be a hiker. I believe that's what the character model is. Just gonna switch to Machop. I don't know why, but I'm oh. So this is just an NPC. I think actually the tigers have like a backpack. I don't even know why this guy's in here then. I can't escape from Zubats for whatever reason, and kind of over random encounters at this point. Caves are kind of the worst. I'm gonna fight another lass here. I'm gonna try and fight it with my Jigglypuff, since it can do damage now. We did manage to put it to sleep. I guess we didn't really use our Jigglypuff to fight it, but we did have it soak the hit, so we could have Pidgey take less damage, because we're gonna need it throughout the rest of the cave. We get Jigglypuff up to 10 and Pidgey up to 14, which is pretty good. Bellsprout's another plant type, and we could theoretically one-shot it, but it was mashing A too fast, so we threw out a quick attack instead of a gust. This is a youngster. That's the character model for youngster. We're just gonna solid snake around him and battle him from behind. Pokemon are actually relatively low compared to the rest of the trainers. I mean, unless he has one really strong Pokemon. But then I don't know why the designers wouldn't just let him be the one Pokemon trainer and then have that trainer be, or that Pokemon be even slightly stronger. Kind of like the Clefairy at the beginning. But he just has 2 Rattatas. Or no, he has 3 Pokemon. There's Rattata, and something else. No, Zubat. That's like the least exciting team, like I could imagine. Just having 2 Rattatas and a Zubat. It's the worst. We're actually pretty lucky, like with our team at this point. We have 2 fairly rare Pokemon. Alright, so this is a hiker. At least I think so. I was wrong before. Yeah, this is a hiker. So, I switched to Munchop because I'm inherently scared of Rock-type Pokemon. It's probably because I've lost to Brock too many times, and I think they do more damage than they should against like normal-type Pokemon, so I try and not really fuck around with them too much. So I just want to get them dead. Get Machop to 16 here. And we're just gonna wreck this Geodude also. I believe the 3rd Pokemon this guy has is an Onix. He's just like a slightly stronger Brock. Well, not necessarily. I mean, all of his Pokemon are level 10, but he does have 1 extra Geodude, so he's got that going for him. But this guy is optional. But he's pretty much free XP for our Machop, so we're gonna take it. Also, we need all this money that I can't use. Pick up this item, we get a Moonstone. Not too sure. I know you could evolve Clefairy with the Moonstone. I'm not sure which other Pokemon I could use it on. I guess we could use it on Eevee, since this also has the 2nd generation Pokemon on it. I think this also has the 3rd generation Pokemon on it. Yeah, I think it does. Because it has the forwards compatibility, I'm gonna call it. So you can trade stuff back and forth, so it's in the... It was on the cart. The Leaf Green and Fire Red, all that information was on those carts, but you just couldn't catch them normally. So we're gonna fight this Team Rocket here. We went and got an item after that random encounter. It was a revive. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be allowed to use it at all. So Team Rocket also have the most exciting Pokemon lineups. They get a few points because sometimes they'll have a Atkins. Now this one has a Sandshrew, which gave us trouble before. But we out-level it quite heftily, so we'll probably get through it. We did half its health in one shot. As long as we don't miss. Bam. So I just kind of want to steamroll through this area, because now we're too deep to run back to the Pokemon Center, and I don't want to use my escape rope when I don't have to. There's going to be some areas where I'm going to actually want to save it. If we get to the Elite Four, then the cave before it is really punishing, and I don't want to fuck around there. And I'm not too sure where we're going to be able to pick up more, so we're just going to try and get through here. I don't even switch to putting Jigglypuff back in front to give her free XP. For some reason, I thought that there were 2 Rocket members there, but we ended up having to fight 1 less than I thought. Maybe they changed it in Leaf Green. They felt it was too much, but it's alright at this point. I don't know why I didn't change to Pikachu. I mean, Pikachu's pretty low, actually. I mean, I probably could have thrown out Pikachu. Or the Zubat has Supersonic, so it ended up working out. Leech Life really doesn't do a bunch of damage, so I was sort of worried. Luckily we didn't hit ourselves in that confusion at all, so we're golden right now. I should be able to quick attack him right now. Or we just tackle him. I guess there wasn't a reason to really quick attack him, since we have Machop to 18. Since we have strictly higher speed than the Zubat. I always think there's an item over there. Alright. So, this is the last trainer. It is another super nerd, and I believe one of his Pokemon is a Mach. I don't quite remember what the other one is. It's a Grimer. Grimer is the devolution of Mach, but they're the same Pokemon, but different sizes. Poison Gas is pretty obnoxious. I think it's just the Thunder Wave of poison moves. It doesn't deal damage to you, it just poisons you. So that's not great. Because we are not close to a Pokemon Center. We are going to have to walk up and out, and then all the way down to get to the nearest one, unless we run all the way back through Mount Moon. It's really unfortunate that Grimer has this Magic Pixel here. I probably could have just thrown out any move, but Quick Attack and killed him. But because it has these it deals less damage, we let him live so he could poison us. We do gain a level. We go to 15, which is gonna give us 2 more points. We're gonna have to fight a Voltorb. I'm gonna throw out Machop because we found out earlier that we can just wreck Machop with our wreck Voltorb with our Machop's fighting moves. But unfortunately, at the start of the round, we're gonna take poison damage, and I believe even if we kill him, we're gonna take poison damage. This Voltorb pulse is also pretty low, so no, we didn't take poison damage. That's pretty good. So he also has a Coughing. I don't quite know how to deal with it. I don't think Coughing is a flying type, even though it, doesn't have legs and it just levitates. Smog does some damage to us, and it has a chance to poison. Luckily, it didn't. We did get to put Coughing to sleep. We're gonna see if Pikachu can get there. Pikachu's really low, and I can't really afford for him to die right now, because we are trying to let him carry us through Misty. So we do a good amount of damage to Coughing, and he's still asleep, so we should be able to kill him. Unfortunately, 2 of our Pokemon are poisoned, and they're relatively low. They're both sub 20. So we're gonna have to use some items. Our Jigglypuff gets level 11, but that doesn't matter too much. So the this nerd has a different different dialogue now. Normally he would run up and grab the second fossil, or stop you if you tried to pick up the second one. So luckily they give us a antidote here, because they know that guy has a bunch of poison moves. And this ladder is gonna bring us out of Mount Moon to Route 4. So I'm gonna check our Pokemon. Pidgey has 10 and Machop has 13. So we're gonna have to use that antidote and a potion for them to both not die. Because Machop has the most health, we're gonna use the potion on him so that we can get the most steps out of that potion. So this should put him to 33. Potions heal 20. And we just have to watch our steps. We should be okay. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get all of the items in this area, but we aren't going to miss up the Mega... No, I want Mega Punch. Mega Punch has more PP, but does less damage and has less accuracy, while Mega Kick has only 5 PP, has, I believe, 100% accuracy, but deals less damage. I believe normally if you get one of those moves, it locks you out of getting the other, but in this version it won't do that to us. So we get Roar here. I didn't really need to go out of my way for that, I won't be using it. So that patch of grass there is Route 4, and we're going to be able to catch Pokemon over there. I don't think there's any real Pokemon I want to catch over there, except for maybe a Nidoran or a Nidorino. So we might just give up that catch. We are going to see what we're able to, what our random encounter is. But if it ends up being like a Rattata or something, we're probably going to just pass. So we're going to heal our Pokemon here, and catch you guys next time.